Hi guys. I've been working on this. I started this journal for my great-granddaughter, and I thought, I'm just going to turn the camera on and take you guys the rest of the way through this process with me. I've done 2 journals like this a few months ago, like in November, because I was commissioned to make 2 journals like this for someone's 2 little girls for Christmas. One was 4 years old and the other one's 8. So if you want to see, how I did that process beginning to end, you can go back and watch those videos. But this is what I have so far. This is a flip journal. I call this a flip-flop journal. So you start out with a base. You can use, I've used envelopes, which is this is a little better, especially for children. It's a little sturdier. So you would use cardstock as your base, and you want to make a W like this. You glue these 2 pieces together and these 2 pieces together, so you have a W. Okay, so this is the first part of your flip-flop, and you've got I have one signature in here, and then you flip it. Sorry, I've got pieces in here. And then you have a second signature here, and then you flip it again, and this is your middle signature in the back. And so I'll take you through and show you this as we go. But she likes bunnies, and I wanted to get some digitals that were bunnies but not baby, like, because she's 9. But I mean, even adults I would love this. These are so cute. And then it's got the strawberries on the top, and I thought, well, there were only 8 pages in this digital, so I went ahead and got some strawberries and gingham digital, and these are just adorable. And then I went and got a 3rd digital that had little girls and strawberries, and these are just adorable all together. They just work together really well. And so this, I think, was from yet another digital, and I thought the colors went really well. And so I put this pages from this digital on the back of a few pages. But so this is my first page. I threw in one of these. Okay, and this is from the 3rd digital, I think, that I got. And this is the strawberries and gingham, and I will link all these digitals below in my description box. They're so cute. I will be making this digital, the gingham and the strawberries, had 80-some pages in it. And it was it was less than $3. I kid you not. And they are gorgeous papers. I love these. And so, it's well worth it. I will be making more, trust me, of these. Okay, and there's the back. Okay, and then I have a pink. And look, isn't that so sweet? This is the middle of this signature, so I have that as the center page. so, so cute. I just love this. I think she's going to love it. This one has bees on it, but you know, there's bees and strawberries and yeah, pretty cute. And then this one, I'll show you these later. That's the back page of the first signature. Okay, and then we flip it. And this is the first page of the second signature. He's just so cute. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I am in love with this. And this was from another digital, and I thought it went really well. And what I'm going to do is ink the edges here. I thought about cutting it off, but I thought, no, I'm going to ink that like a pink, pink or something around the edges. I think that'll look really cute. I don't know how much writing she's going to be doing. She's 9, you know, but I could tell her it's like a diary, you know, she can start writing in it. Or I'm going to put coloring pages in here, so she'll be able to color, and I'll try to have some interactive things in here as well. Look at that, so cute. Just adorable. Okay, look at that. Okay, that's the end of the second one, and then you flip it again, and this is the middle signature. So cute. Look at that, so cute. And then this is one of my coffee dyed papers I threw in here. It's got some, you know, texture to it. So sweet. The strawberries look so yummy. I was just in Oregon, as I said in a previous video, and we left like a week or so before the Oregon strawberries came out commercially. I was kind of sad because I really wanted to bring some back with me, but I was just a tiny bit too early. And they are so good. So here's the middle of the signature, and I'll put some cute charms hanging down from here. That's why I leave string in the middle. I just tie it in a bow till I figure out what I'm going to do. And my printer made a boo-boo here, so I will put some sort of an edging here that's easily fixed. I'll put it on both sides. Maybe some lace or something. So here's that digital with the little girl. This is part of that digital also. This is from the first digital with the bunnies, because it's got this on top. So cute. This is the strawberries and gingham. I think these pages are from Artie Mae's B. She had a B digital. It's so cute. And I thought it went in here really well. So, and then that's the end of that one. Then you flip it again and you're back at the front. Okay. Not sure what I'm going to do for the cover yet. This will be the cover. And I'll put things on the edges of all of these. Okay. But I'll do a few pages here with you that I got prepared. And this page I cut out to size. So I'm going to glue it right in here on the inside. So we'll get this one down. I just love this so much. And right now I'm working on 2 journals. This one I need to get to her by the 16th. That's her birthday. I sent her mom a journal about 3 weeks ago because she graduated from college. She's learning to be a pharmacist, and now she's got to go to, you know, graduate school for the pharmacist type part of it. And so she's got a long road ahead of her still, but I'm so stinking proud of her. And I sent her a journal, and when Kelsey saw her journal, she goes, I want a journal from Grandma. So I said, oh, how can I not make her a journal and send it to her for her birthday? So, yeah. Okay, so there's the inside of that cover. So sweet. Okay, and then these were the cutoffs, okay, of this page. This came off the side over here. And then this part was off the bottom, like that. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with these. These are not going to go to waste. This one I'm going to put on this page. I'm going to make a pocket out of this part. Okay, so we'll go ahead and I'm going to cut a little, oh shoot, I was afraid that would happen. Sometimes when your paper is thin, some of these papers don't want to cut with these punches. You got to put something underneath them to cut with them. So then they cut out just fine. You have to do that with vellum too. If you want to make a notch in the vellum, you have to put something underneath of it usually to cut it. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on this edge down here. And make a pocket. I should reinforce this pocket. I normally do. Because it is thin paper, but so then what I'm going to do is bring it over the page like this. And look, if this is so perfect, it says you are very sweet, and that'll make a cute little tuck spot over here. Okay, so I'm just going to glue the bottom. I'll glue it here, and then the bottom down here. Bring it over, glue it down, so here's a tuck spot. And then what I'm going to do is take my corner rounder, round that corner like that. Okay. So there's a cute little tuck spot to put something in there. Okay, now this edge, because, I mean, it really, the way it cut really turned out really cute. And it's going to make a cute edge. And I think I'm going to put it on this pink page here. So that'll make a really cute little tuck spot. So I'll just put glue on the top. I mean, you could do a belly band too, but I think I'm just going to put it on the edge of the page. and then glue this side. Okay, and then you just leave this edge open on the inside, and then you can tuck a journal card or something in there. Okay. All right. So there we go. Okay, now the next thing I wanted to do was can't remember where I wanted to put this. Oh, I know. We'll get to that. This one I cut out, and it's going to go right here. I'm not too worried about the coming all the way to the edge, because I'm going to put something over the edge of all of these. So we will glue this one in here. Okay. I'm really excited because, okay, my brother built our deck on this house last September, and I've gone all this time without any deck furniture or anything, and I've been on the hunt, and I finally found some. It's perfect. So it's coming Friday, and I'm gonna have a deck party probably in a couple weeks with my friends, my Bible study ladies. And so my best friend, today we saw each other, and she hadn't gotten me anything for my birthday yet. I said, well, you don't really have to do that. She goes, no, I want to. So we went out to this ranch. It's called Special K Ranch for people with special needs, and they have a huge gardening area and greenhouses and all that kind of stuff, and they work on them for months. That's their job. And so they all have different jobs, and their open house is a week from Saturday. But we went out there today because it was open, and there was hardly anybody there. That's the time to go instead of when all the crowd is there. And we picked out some flowers, and I already had a big container over at my old house that I had on my old deck. And so I put new soil in that, and I planted those flowers in there, and they're so pretty. If I remember, I'll post a picture at the end of this video and show you what it looked like when I got it planted. I just love it. Okay, so that's what we have on that page to cover that white. Now over here, what I wanted to do is I cut this page out. Now this is a page that's part of, it was part of this. This made one page. And this is already in here somewhere. But I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this in here. Let's see, I want to make sure. Yeah, it's going to fit. I already cut off a tiny bit. I misprinted this when I printed on the back. It printed the wrong direction. So I thought, well, I'll just use it for something else. You can always use it for something. And so here we are. So I think I started to tell you that I am working on 2 journals, because this one I have to have done for my great-granddaughter by the 16th. I have to have it to her by the 16th of this month. And then I'm working on my challenge journal that I do every month, and I lost my pen to this. It's not wanting to come out, which is not fun. Let's get this glued down before it dries on me. Okay. And it's a little short down here. I cut off just a teeny bit too much, but that's okay. I'll put something down here across the bottom. Okay. What I like to do sometimes when I use this art glitter glue is I just take my, like an old credit card, and you just do this across it, and it spreads it out a little more under there. Okay. Now, I had this in my stash that I had made a while back. I made a bunch of these bags, and I did a video on these too, on how to make these. If you want to see how I made these. These are so much fun. And I had it in my stash, and it's perfect. Look at this. So I'm just going to glue it right down here on this page, and it's okay if I cover this up because I already have this page in here somewhere. So I'm not too worried about it. Just want to get this glued down really well. And then I'll put something fun in here. This is for a 9-year-old, so I want to make sure I've got lots of fun things in here for her. Okay. There we go. It's been so long since I was 9. But I remember. Okay, so we'll be embellishing this. Okay, so now these are the pieces that I cut off on that other page. And, you know, like you can take these, you could put this on here like this. That would be kind of cute, wouldn't it? Just put a strip of that on there. Let's do it. Okay, let's just put it on here just like this. So cute. Look at that. Okay. I'm not going to do too much more on this tonight. Sorry. I was below the line. I apologize. I have a piece of washi tape here. I've been really bad about that. Not staying above the line, and I'm so sorry. You need to holler at me when I do that. Even when I put washi tape, I forget, so I'm really sorry. So yeah, there it is. That's so cute. And then we can find somewhere else to put these. We could do the same thing on this page that we did on the other one. That would, I think that would work. Let's see what's on the other side. Maybe this one. Let's do it on this one. Comes over and makes a really cute pocket. I think I'll make a pocket out of this one. Okay, but I think what I'm going to do is back these at least the top parts with some just, you know, scrap paper. This is from a book page. And so it'll just reinforce it a little bit. Cut that off the edge. Okay, so let's glue that in there. So it's a good idea when you're using just, you know, thin paper or scrapbook paper or something, just to reinforce it a little bit on the back. I mean, especially if you're giving it to a child, but adults even, you know, if they're taking stuff in and out of it, they could rip or whatever. So let's put some on the other side too. Okay, we just need a little bit right where you're going to put the notch. Whoops. Getting a little carried away there. Okay, just put that on there just like that. It's not going to be seen. Okay, now we can take the notch out of it over here. And we'll just do a little, let's use one of these over here. Let's make a little one. Okay. I have to hold this close to me so I get the glue on it and not everywhere else. I'll put a little bit on the crease. Okay. So, put this over here. Okay. So cute. Look at that cute little pocket. We can put, this doesn't go all the way to the edge, so we can put a little strip of something there. You know, that's not quite long enough. But we'll figure out something. So there's our pocket, and there's a pocket on this side. Okay, and that'll be really cute to put a little tag or something in. So here's another edge. So what I thought maybe we could do with this one is make a belly band. You could put that on here. That would be cute. Look at that. And I think, again, I want to put something on the back. I've got a bunch of book pages here, so cut piece. I don't think I want to use that one. I'm going to use this is a little over 2 inches, so I'll just make this 2 inches. But I want it to go right to the edge. Okay. So I'm doing this is Wednesday evening. I seem to do better as far as trimmers go in the evening, and I don't know why that is. Usually in the morning I'm very shaky. So I have a real hard time if I try to do a video in the morning. Okay. That is really cute. So we'll just make a belly band out of this. So we'll just glue it across the top and the bottom. Okay. I think that's fairly straight. All right, so cute. And then we can just put something really cute in there. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do tonight. I'm not going to make it that long. So I try to have my things ready to go when I work on stuff. So I will try to do that on my next video. Also, I'll have some, you know, prepared what I'm going to put. Like I think on the inside of here, I'll do something to the background, and then I'll probably put a coloring page for her on this part. Yeah, it's going to be cute. All right, thank you guys for stopping. And like this page here, I'm going to make journal cards out of these pieces. I made them smaller. That's one cool thing about digitals. You can take them and make them any size you want. And this one, I think I turned, I'm going to make a horizontal pocket out of these and a journaling card with these two, I think. This is like a little elf or a fairy laying inside a teacup. How cute is that? All right, thank you guys so much for stopping and hanging out with me for a little bit. And please press the like button and leave me a comment. And we will talk to you soon. Bye.